Hello YouTube family, it's Fit Up here, your full package fashion teacher. So in this video I'm going to be showing you how I draped this beautiful design. Yes, this dress was draped from scratch to finish except for the corset part. Yeah, now I'm going to be leaving this video for a while because it's part of my paid courses, but I just want you guys to experience the fun, the interesting part of draping. Some of you see dresses on Instagram, all these draped designs, and you feel like it's magic, you feel like it's something not doable. Trust me, it is very doable and it is easy. So I'm going to be showing you the basics. Like I always tell my students, once you understand the basics of something, your creativity is limitless. And in this video I'm going to be showing you the creativity behind draping. See, creativity is not something that is learned, but when you understand the basics, you just realize that you can do a lot of things. Okay, so in this video I'm going to be showing you from scratch to finish how we drape this dress. Now when you are draping, you should get a border form that is of the same size or almost the same size with the person that is going to be wearing it. You can also customize body form to your own size. I taught how to do that in my paid online courses. It's still part of this course, but the paid course. So you can customize the body form to the size of the person wearing it, but it is mostly advisable to drape on a live model, maybe the person wearing the dress or a model of the same size with the person. So yes, you can do that. So in this video we are going to learn how to drape on the body form. So at the end of this video I want you to design a dress, drape on the dress, post it on your social media and tag me along. I want to see your beautiful results. So grab your seat, grab a popcorn, relax and watch the video from the beginning to the end without skipping any parts. So for our design we have a drape on the bust and we have on the skirt part. Okay, so I will go ahead and do that of the bust first to make it faster for us. So I have 4 yards of fabric I want to use for drape, and I cut off half yard of the sequin fabric to drape the upper part. So without wasting our time, I will just go ahead to start. Now you must have enough pin in your hand, and then you're working with needle and thread as well for tacking. Okay, so because this is an outside sewing that is going to be, since we've concealed the same line, so any sewing now is going to be on the outside. So first I have to set myself in position. Okay, I hope you can see clearly. All right, now this is my fabric. When it comes to draping is something that gives you liberty to do whatever you like with your garment to create a design. So as I'm holding this fabric, I can place it in any part of the dress to say, okay, stay here, I think you'll be beautiful here, let me just pin you here, you're good to go. So it gives you a liberty to create what you want, any design you want. So it makes you creative in a nutshell. Okay, so this particular one I want to create now is not like as if this is the exact thing I have to create. I can choose to do anything, so it means that you can be more creative even than I am right now. So the kind of drape I've but before you start draping, you must have it in mind, okay, that this is how I want it to be. You could just do a rough sketch on your paper. So it's good to always have a design in mind, always have a design. But when you get to the body form, draping gives you the liberty to be more creative than what you have the design you've sketched earlier. So from there you can be more creative and you can replicate the exact thing you have on your sketchbook. Okay, so I already have in mind what I wanted to do. So if you want to do yours as well, you can replicate what I have done, or create a design in your sketchbook, then you drape yours. The basic reason for me showing you how to do this thing is so that you can know how it is being done, and know that you can be as versatile as possible when it comes to draping. So you are not limited to a particular design. You can unleash your creativity with draping. My own is just to show you how to do the basics. So the rest, you can go ahead and style your dress with draping anyhow you like. You can create a flounce, add crinoline to the hem, and then use it to design around the dress. You can drape with fringe and other form of embellishment. Okay, you can drape with gathers, you can drape with anything you want. So without wasting time, let's get started. So now look at this. I can hold it from any angle and do my drape as I like. Okay, but for the kind of drape I want to create, I'm just going to start from the edge, the one angle. Okay, one angle like this. I'm going to hold one angle. Okay, then I'll pin it. I'll just push this here like this. Then I'm going to pin at this corner based on the design I want to create. So I want to, I'm going to rush it a little bit like this. So let me fold this inward first, okay, because I don't want the raw edges to be showing. Then I'm going to hold it together like as if I want to create plates or gathers. I want beautiful folds to show on my drape. So then I'm just going to push it inside and pin with the bigger one. Use a bigger pin to hold it down, so it's staying under the bust, so you just use your bigger pin to hold it down that way. Then this thing might require to be moving around your body form, trying to get the angles and all that. So I'm going to come here now. So I'm bringing it here, so it's covering the whole of the bust. Okay, so you can see what I'm trying to do. So I'm just going to pin under the bust. Then I want that beautiful folds to be created. So I'll pin under the bust like so. Then I'm taking it this way anyway. I just need to hold it in place there. I want to remove that pin. So you might see me do something here and still undo it, because you have not fully decided when you are draping. It's when you are done draping that you're fully fully decided about your design. Okay, so in case you see me do something and I still undo it, it means that I'm still trying to figure out how it's going to work. Okay, so let me take it closer so you can see it better. So I'm going to hold here together like so. Okay, I'm going to hold it together this way. So I'll just hold it like I want to hold gathers. All right, I'm holding it like I want to hold gathers, so you can see the beautiful drape this form here. So then I'm going to hold it together this way, use my pin inside it. Okay, and at the same time I need to pin it down to the body form. Okay, so I haven't done that. I need to divide here. Okay, so I need one part of it to go to the shoulder and the other part of it to come here to form another beautiful drape around here. So I'm just going to make use of my scissors at this junction and I will slash it to this point. Okay, so I'll just use my hand to divide it into two. So take a look at it very well. You can make use of your tape measure to do that. So you can see, even before I arrive at the design, look at this beautiful drape. You can even leave it this one. So okay, I want it to be like this. This is a beautiful design. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead. It's actually more beautiful in physically than in picture, so you might not really see the beauty as I'm seeing it from here. So I have about 17 here, so dividing into 2 will be about 8.5, though I might not really get that. So I think it should be up to 18. Well, it's almost 18. You know, we are not always perfect. Okay, have it 18, so I'll divide it. I'll just fold it into 2 like this. I'll do it this way. I'll fold it into 2 this way like this. Okay, look at the way I've done it. Fold it into 2 like so, and then I'll slash it. So I think I'm fine with this as it is. So I'm just going to, you know, make sure it gets to this point anyway. Make sure it gets to the point where you're tacking it down here. All right, make sure it gets to that point. So you just use your hand to separate it. If it's not well pinned, you pin it down very well. Okay, everything has to be well secured before you now start using needle and thread. So I'm going to now, you know, use my hand to cover up the inside, okay, the wrong side. This way your needle and thread is going to do some work there as well. Then I'm going to create another drape here. So I'm going to be putting an applique here, okay, very dazzling one.
You know just what you do.
Anyway, you can just first pin all the way down. First this way. Then fold this inward. You don't want the raw edge to show. Then, you know, create the second one on top. Let me bring it out more. So it's coming to the side, okay, so I'm just going to tack it to the side here. So I'm going to trim it from here, leave some allowance because I have to fold it inside so the raw edges doesn't, you know, appear. So just leave slight allowance here, maybe 1 is fine. Then I'll cut it off. Okay, so before cutting you can choose to just leave it this way or use to create another design. It's up to you. Okay, so that is that. Then this goes to the shoulder this way, so you fold the raw edge inside, so it's going to be joined with the shoulder seam allowance. Okay, so you just make sure that it's firm because this must not be draggy. It must not be saggy rather, so you make sure it's firm. All right, so you take it all the way, and when it gets to the shoulder line there has to be allowance. Okay, there has to be allowance for joining it. You can see that my net is overlapping and it's overlapping by 1 inch, so it means half inch is for the sewing allowance. So this has to, you know, be extra by half. Okay, so before I cut, I'll bring it half after the shoulder seam line. I don't know if you can see that. Let me take it back. Okay, so this is the shoulder seam line right here. You see the shoulder seam line on yours, so the fabric coming from here has to be half inch after that line, okay, for sewing allowance before you cut it off. So I have it in place. I can now cut it off. Okay, so that is that. Then we have a applique to put on it. Okay, we're going to be putting a applique here to cover the spot off. Okay, so it will make it look more beautiful. I'm very certain you enjoyed the video as much as I did, because I actually watched along together with you, and this is just the first part of this tutorial. The second part should be up latest by tomorrow evening or earlier. And if you want more premium, more juicy, more exclusive content, head on to www.fitupacademy.com now. We have a variety of courses from beginners to intermediate to corsetry, bridal wear course. Just mention anything, you're gonna find it there. So make sure you give this video a thumbs up, share it to your friends, share it on all your social media platforms, and make sure you subscribe before you go. I see you another time. I remain your full package fashion teacher. Love you.